stuff. Running out of donuts, guys. Running out of donuts. Right there somewhere. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, William. Where are you from? Just working on a delivery here. Very light stroke. Simple fundamental stuff. Not sure if I like this setup, but slightly on the angle, that's fine. I'm gonna move it a little bit. This one probably here. And this one maybe a little bit here. So I create pretty much 4 or 5 different angles. This is a straight line, maybe a slight angle, tiny angle. Too much grab. How about, no, I don't understand Minecraft. I mean, my son used to play it, but I don't understand what this is all about. So, you know, this is a shooting sport, so you have to be really focused. You have to be really focused here. Interesting. Well, again, I was looking at the cue ball, and I took my eyes off the shot, and that's why I missed it. The last 2-3 weeks, I've done 4 or 5 of those. Okay. Hello, Isaac. How much is that kind of? Oh, well, this is diamond. 9 foot was pro diamond. Pro AM, it's called model Pro AM. This is what table they use at the tournaments. So 9-footer, 4-inch pockets. So this is close to 9,500 brand new. How much subs? Subs? What subs? Explain what subs are. Here I'm just working on finesse of this of the how much subs. Isaac, I don't know what subs are. Subs, substitutions. Yeah, Cal, brand new from the factory. You know, this setup, the one I'm using, probably 9.5. And I had to wait 14 months for the table. But that was 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. So COVID time, productions were slow. Oh well. I think he meant how many. Oh, how many subscribers? I got 2,200. Pretty, I'm happy with that. I started to grow. I started to grow this channel in September of last year with 400 subscribers, and I'm 1,800 more, so I'm happy. I just got monetized probably a month ago. Monetization, so not making anything, but it's exciting journey. It's exciting journey to actually learn the YouTube, how it works, how to make videos and all that. You guys can subscribe. I have a lot of interesting stuff on the channel. Not only pool related, but some fun stuff. A little bit of everything. Airplanes, some birds, alligators. Well, whatever catches my eye, I will share it with you. Thank you very much, Trevor. I'm working on a different levels of this same shot. So I'm controlling the cue ball pretty much. How far, I want to get it off the rail, for example. So the ball was here, I got here. So next adjustment, I'm gonna hit slightly harder, and get the cue ball a little bit further away. So, and that's what I'm working on, kind of finesse stuff. So here it goes. Oh, that's too much. I'm not very comfortable here because I set this whole thing up with stretching. So I'm stretching on every shot, and it makes it much, much more difficult. But I'm not complaining, just explaining. See, I can barely reach the shot, but that's good too. There you go. So now, from here, I moved here. So a little bit lower and a little bit more oomph, and I'm gonna get in the middle of the table this time. So let's try that. Not quite, but it was going there. So I gotta hit a little harder to get in the middle. So this is kind of a practice routine I'm doing. Too hard, too far, and I missed the ball. What? Okay, so the cushions are diamond. The cloth is Simonis 760. It's called shark gray. Color is shark gray. It's what's been used at the professional tournaments. And I'm gonna compete in one of the professional tournaments in November. So this exact table, maybe 4.5-inch pockets. I don't know what they're gonna put on, but most likely 4-inch pockets and this color. So nope. I gotta move back a little bit. So that's so I'm just learning. I'm an amateur. I'm just an amateur and started pool about 5 years ago. In October this year, it'll be 5 years. So if you're on my channel, you're witnessing my journey of becoming a better pool player. Pretty extreme for 9. 9.5. That's pretty expensive compared to. Um, Probably. I mean, but this is diamond, so I think everybody wants diamond. I'm talking about everything, taxes and yeah, all the racks and stuff. The table itself was probably 85. Then they charged extra 500 for making the pockets smaller because they have to put extended rails on it. So they don't trim the pockets, of course. The rails get longer, and that's where all that money comes from. Plus all the attachments, this, that. I don't remember if they did tax or not. Yeah, it's expensive table. But, if you buy one, and plus also it's a 3-piece slate. It's not a 1-piece. Like at the tournaments, they have a 1-piece slate because they just roll them on the dolly and put the legs, flip it over, level it, done deal. Here I'm in the basement, so they can't do that. They cannot bring a 9-foot slate in the basement. I mean, it's probably possible, but it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of people, and it's a heavy equipment. So I believe this table is 1,250 pounds, something like that. The slate, I don't know what the slate is. Each piece probably 250, 225 pounds. So there are 3 pieces here. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to control the cue ball after the shot. Either I'm killing it or I gotta bounce it and go further. Depends on how high I hit it on the ball and how powerful I hit the stroke. So see, this time I hit close to the center, slightly below center, with a little bit of oomph. So I travel right across. Like, if you have a ball here and you get from that ball to this ball on that 40-degree angle or so, you hit below center and give it a little bit more power, and that's what's going to happen. So we're going right back at it. Cost more than $2,000 for. No, probably Rosland's not going to cost you $2,000. I don't believe so. They're very compatible. If you look at the Predator and the competitors, Brunswick is probably even more expensive. Olhausen just came out with a new table, and women's 8-ball just played here in Wisconsin. They just finished Ocean. She won the championship. She beat Cheska Centena in the finals 8-7 or 9-8. 9-8. Used, you can find a used diamond. It's going to still cost you like $7,000 probably. You can buy one off the tournament. It's going to cost you $7,500, but then you got to install it. Then you got to change the cloth and this and that. So, and you're pretty much going to end up with the price of new table. Yeah, I already explored that route. Well, I wanted this table because that's what's been used in the most tournaments, and professionals are playing on it. So, and that's where. All right, now we're gonna go with a little kill shot. See, and now we stop the cue ball there. Like, for example, there's another ball sitting somewhere, like here or so. So you have to make it, or you're playing for this ball or this ball. So just controlling the cue ball. And I increased the angles going with these spots, and I'm doing my adjustments on how, like here I'm gonna go with the same kill shot, so I drag the cue ball and trying to slow down. Yeah, but with a bigger angle, you cannot hold the cue ball because it's the energy of the cue ball not transferring fully to the object ball. So we cut thin and it bounces off the rail. So you have to be aware of this and you have to know all this. So instead of holding, we can go up and down maybe. Like that, right? I missed the shot, but we could go up and down. I think it was a little jumpy on my part. But the harder you hit, the less accurate you become. So you never see professionals shooting hard. Sometimes when they have to, only when they have to. So here you go, up and down. I had to hit it even harder to get on the other side. We can try that. That's why we're here. So we're working on these little things. It might seem boring, but they're not. Very important stuff. So I'm going to hit slightly below center and give it more oomph to go up and down. Yeah, close. Why you need that? Because like there's a ball sitting here and something is blocking you, so you can go up and down. So you actually have to gauge that power and know how high or low you can hit on the cue ball to get all the power. So the lower we hit, the slower we get, low and slow. The higher on the cue ball we hit, the faster we become. And more powerful. I missed the shot and I missed the draw. I hit it probably above the center because the cue ball went forward. So I still have to apply draw on the shot. There you go. Now we go up and down. Straight line, perfect. So up and down. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's where the ball was. So we hit here, up, and get back. So like you got to shoot this, you're in perfect shape. So important stuff. And you have to practice it. So I'm going to take a few more and move to the more extreme angles. Hello, everyone. Just a short practice we played today. We had a beautiful, nice stream, 9-ball and 1 pocket. With Robert, my friend, we played, so it was nice. Here we go. Beautiful. Up and down. Just to width of the tables. 1, 2. Perfect. So, okay, now you're going to say, how are we going to end up on that side only? Now we're going to adjust our stroke, adjust our aim, and get only on the other side. Pretty close. And I missed the shot, but the cue ball never lies. Cue ball never lies. Cue ball never lies. You can say whatever you want about your shot, but the cue ball is going to show where you hit it and how you hit it. So we're going to get on the other side only. All right, not bad. A little too hard, but not bad. Now, with the same angle, I want to get here in the middle of the table. And that's what separates the professionals from amateurs, because they can hold the cue ball on the string. So, middle of the table only. Missed the shot again. I got to the middle. I worry about the cue ball, and I took my eyes off the shot. That's all right. That's why we're here. We're practicing. So this time it's middle of the table. Oh yeah, right there. Perfect. All right, so and one more to the other side. Not bad. Oh, we're out of balls. Yeah, we do a lot of streams. We're playing 9-ball. I have a wonderful stream with Mike Deloder on my channel. If you guys interested in, if you know who that is, there is practice with him. There is interview. He's a professional player, one of the best bankers in the country and the world. So I spent a couple days with him in Florida. So we shot some interesting stuff for the channel and his channel. He's opening up his channel. So subscribe, take a look. And his channel is called Mike Deloder's Pool Lab. Subscribe to that one also. All right, here we go. Same soft drag shot first, just to trying to slow down the cue ball. Beautiful, right in the middle. I don't know if you can hold the cue ball in this area from that angle. It's very hard. So knowing that you cutting so much ball, I think it's a pretty good result. So here we go again. So low and slow, drag it as much as you can. I love it. So, I mean, you go pretty much, what happened here is my draw wore off. So it was spinning backwards, and then at this point it started going forward. So it hit the ball, made it, and started going this way. So the cue ball shows me that my draw, my drag shot, wore off before it hit the 4. So I got to give it a little bit more whip, just a little bit. Like that. Oh yeah, that was a good one. I just missed the ball, but I held the cue ball. And this is perfect line, so it shows me that by time the cue ball reached the object ball, it already was a stop shot. So let's do it again. Oh yeah. Well, so now we know with that extreme 60-degree angle we get on a very slow drag stroke, we get halfway to the width of the table. So, and obviously it's going to be much easier to get on the other side to get here. If we hit it just slightly harder, that's where we're going to end up. All right, missed the shot again. Whoa, way too much. All right. I gave it a lot of oomph, but what happened is um, I raised my aim by one tip on the vertical axis. From very low, I went one tip up on the cue ball. I don't add any English, just up and down. So knowing that, I'm going to go low again with the same stroke. And it's going to help me to hold this ball. Perfect, perfect. Right there, boom. So with that, we go one width of the table. And obviously, if I raise, hello there, club left 55. All right, awesome. What is it, soccer? So if we go one tip higher, the cue ball is going to start flying a little bit firmer. So let's see what's going to happen. One tip higher, same stroke. Yeah, we easily get on the other side and bump to the middle. All right, so that's cool. So we know with that shot, 60-degree angle, one tip higher, same stroke, we go up and a half. ATL? No AT. Hey, ATL, hello. Hello, guys. Just a little short practice. We had a long stream today playing 9-ball in one pocket, so I'm just working on my cue ball control here. So I'm going slightly below center with a little bit firmer stroke, and I'm going to go up and down and more probably. Absolutely. Look at how beautiful it is. Up and down and slightly more. So that's where the ball was. So that was a perfect shot. Can we hit it harder? Well, let's see. Sometimes you have to hit it harder. So let's see. But the harder you hit, the less accurate you become. Remember that. Very important. So we go up, down, and half of a table. Now we know. All right. Isn't that wonderful, guys? Cue ball control. Very important. All right, what if we cut even on the steeper angle? So here we cannot hold the cue ball anymore. It's probably the best, I think, to let your stroke go and go up and down. All you need to do is know how much up and down. Or perhaps if you have a pass to go up and down, sometimes there are balls in the way, so you can't do that. So let's see. So I'm shooting low and slow again, same shot. So on my low and slow, I went one width and a half. And effortless, so barely a stroke, and everything is flying. Something like that here, right? Let's put a little dot, little donut here, so we know where we at. All right, so I'm going to raise one tip up on the cue ball axis and hit it same speed. So now I went up and down. It's wonderful. I went up and down the table. And I shoot all these shots without left or right English, only up or down. I try not to put any English, not even accidental English, on the cue ball. So let's hit it with one tip up from the bottom and a little bit stronger. I missed the shot. Yeah, what happens is you tend to undercut this ball always, so you have to always overcut it. Cut it thinner than you think. Yep, so now we go up, down, and a half. Very easy control here. So a lot of times, you know, you can't hold it, so just let it go and go up and down instead. And you see professional players do it all the time. Instead of holding a stroke, they go up and down a couple of rails. So now I'm going below center. And I hit thick again. And I knew it. Again, below center. Light grip. Yeah, so almost 3 times up and down. A couple more of this. Yeah, guys, if you like what I'm doing, please don't hesitate. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. I got a lot of interesting stuff, educational stuff, shorts, funny videos, 9-ball, 1 pocket, all kinds of videos. A little jumpy on my part. I didn't stay down. But making the shot soft, no problem. Once you start hitting harder, it becomes much more difficult. We missed the shot, but the cue ball went up and down 3 times. So it was a little firmer stroke. I know it goes 3 tables width. So, and that's the key to know. So I'm trying to hit it as hard as not as hard as I can, but harder I can to make the ball. There you go. 3.5 maybe, yeah. Almost 3.5 times. So now we know with a very soft stroke, we're going to end up on this side, easy. So below center. Even more. So 1.5 tables width. That's what happens. So now you can calculate. For example, you need to get back on this ball right here. So now we understand that we cannot hold it, so we got to go up and down 1.5 times on a softer stroke. 1.5 times, all right? So we got this. And that's why it's so important to understand and know how hard, where you hit the ball, how you hit the ball. All right? So now I'm going to just go basic yo-yo exercise, it's called, just to feel the same thing, control of the cue ball. So here we got 25-degree angle maybe. I need to get on the other side. Not enough oomph. Not enough oomph, and I need more draw because that was very low. I hit the ball very low, lower than I needed to, so I need to raise up about below center and slight draw. Let's try it again. Now we're on it. All right, so now we're on it. So that's what's understanding of these things. If you understand what you need to do and how you need to do it, you can control your rock on the string. Like that. Perfect. See, I'm on the next ball. Perfect. Here we go again. Not enough. I gotta pound that one a little bit harder because my angle was very shallow. My angle was very shallow, so I gotta hit harder and higher to get on the other side. Like that. Couple more. So that makes everything a little bit different and easier to control if you understand the angles and how high you have to hit on the ball to get there. I got a perfect cue ball, but I missed the shot. Look at this. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, right there. So beautiful. Now I gotta hit it harder because I have no angle pretty much. So, I understand how it works. And there we go. Now I have approximately 40, 35-degree angle, 40-degree angle. Looks like 40 to me. So to get on the 8, I don't need that much power. So I go low and sort of slow. And I'm here. Perfect. And here, oh, shoot lefty. Rifat, hello, hello. We're working on a cue ball control. It's amazing. It's amazing how you control this cue ball. So let's take a couple more shots. Anything you guys want to know or see, or you want me to do a couple of shots, interesting stuff, just let me know. Don't be shy. Maybe questions. So I don't have much angle here, so I gotta go higher on the cue ball, but still below center, and give it a little bit more oomph. And here I go. Same thing here, not much angle. So slightly high, below center, a little bit more oomph. And I'm back on this side. Isn't that wonderful? It's just so easy. After practicing this stuff, everything becomes easier and more understandable. So I love it. I can shoot like this all night. All right, so no angle, maybe 20 degrees, maybe less, so I have to pound it below center. See how hard I had to hit it? How often? Oh man, almost every day. I love streams, I love people. I love you guys coming and talking, and this, it makes me feel like people around me, like people in the room. Yeah. Sometimes people give advices. I like to hear that. Sometimes people hate, but not very often. Here we go, up and down. Yeah, I stream almost every day. Either I stream practices, and also more fun is when you stream games with opponents and stuff. That's fun. We're playing one pocket people. You know, they're funny characters and not so funny, but oh well. I love to play pool. I like the game. All right, a couple more of these shots. I don't have much angle, so I'm going slightly below center and a little bit more oomph. I didn't give it enough oomph. Now I got about 50-degree angle or so. My cue ball is going to be flying now. So let's try soft and see how we can control it. Soft, low, and slow. Drag it. Oh man, if I would make this, it would be perfect. Look at that, perfect control. But I missed the shot. That's okay. So let's do it again. That's why we're here. We're here to miss shots. So let's try slow and slow again. Nope. Hard to make the shot when you're trying to hold your stroke. So there are two extremes. When you holding your stroke, you miss the shot. And when you pounding the ball hard, you miss the shot. So anything in the middle works great. So too hard. So I'll leave myself a difficult shot. So we can work on that a little bit and try it again. Here you go. Same, pretty much same shot. Right here. So this time I'm going to add a touch of low right, just a touch. And I'm perfect. And I'm perfect. Here I'm back to 25, 30-degree angle, so I can just pound it and get out of there. Like that. Oh, this is so productive, guys. Practice makes better. I'm actually excited to do what I'm doing here. All right, so here we can shoot lefty. I got to practice that too. Same concept. I don't like it. Got on the ball, huh? Didn't I? Even lefty. Let's practice just couple shorter stroke draw. Short stroke draw. So more energy and shorter stroke. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Stay down a little bit longer. I popped up a little bit. You tend to pop up on the draw because you always think that cue ball is going to hit your cue stick. So you're trying to get out of the way. And that's why we're popping on the draw more than on any other shot. But the cue ball is so far away from the stick, it's just, it'll never hit it. So stay down. Yeah. So very important little shots because, you know, they happen in the game all the time. Like today I had one in from 8 to 9 ball. and I executed it perfect. I love it. Oh, missed one. So I think I got jumpy. Let's see. No, I didn't. But it felt like I was a little jumpy. So, well, you missed some. Got probably 5 more minutes, guys, and we'll call it evening. Oh, that's so sweet. That is sweet. Such a nice, smooth control. Yeah, I came from a couple days from Florida, and I spent 2 days with Mike DeLauder, and he helped me on a lot of things that I'm working on as a professional player. That was ugly. That was ugly. Oh yeah, get in there. 2-rail bank. Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've had enough today. Before you go, please hit that like and subscribe button. I achieved what I wanted to achieve today. I'm very happy about it. So I hope to see you next time. Thank you for being on the stream, and please like, subscribe, and I'll be streaming probably tomorrow. Maybe we'll play a game tomorrow. I'm not sure. I got to see who's coming. We'll be here at BPPA. Thank you very much. Have a good night, good day, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Peace.